So this is our final director's cut of Halloween. And for our final one, we have chosen Halloween 2018, the 11th installment of the Halloween franchise.
When I found it out, I couldn't believe it.
Wow. And this takes place, how many years after it? Is it
40 years?
40 years. And we kind of pick up with Michael, we kind of pick up with what's happening with Jamie Lee, Laurie, and her family situation. I didn't like it. I thought it was terrible.
I thought it was everything
I thought
you
it
would
was,
want out of a slasher.
I thought it was the
It
worst
ticks all the
one we
boxes.
watched. I think I watched it, did all my research. I remember watching it in the cinema and thought, that was a good film. When I watched it, after watching one, Rob Zombie's easily worst out of this franchise.
Why?
I've not got issues with 2. I don't have issues with Season of Witches. I don't even have issues with the one with Paul Rudd in it. Is that 5?
Yeah, it's like 4 or something. He's a cult member.
Yep, and I don't mind about H2O, and there's things I pick up on there. I just felt there's nothing original about that film.
Was it too cheesy?
No, it wasn't even cheesy. So I had no idea it was Danny McBride and David
Gordon
Green, right? But until I started doing my research, there's too much comedy. Far too much comedy.
For a slasher?
For a slasher. It takes away, so I'll point out two bits that really annoy me. The first bit that annoys me is when the babysitter goes up to check the room.
I knew you were going to say that. Eh?
And Michael Myers is in the closet. Right?
Mm-hmm.
We know,
silly,
we know he likes to play a couple of games of hide and seek, right? But there's some sort of transition where he's in that closet. That wee boy's managed to get out of his bed and he's getting in the closet and his boots blocking the way he would. And I can get the suspense. I want the suspense. And she's trying to get away. She's trying to get away and he's pulling her in. I'm thinking this bit's brilliant. What kills me is the wee boy goes, oh shit, and he runs away, right? And I get it because it'd be a total natural reaction, but you're trying to build suspense. Remember we spoke about original? Mm-hmm. We pull that band until we get to the point, and the wee boy goes, oh shit, there's no elasticity in that elastic band anymore. That elastic band never gets to snap.
But I would argue with that point, like, the tension's already been broken. I think the tension is built up until the point where she's trying to slam the wardrobe, the door shut.
And you knew he was going to be there.
Aye.
But
like, she's already in the process of getting dragged away.
We have not seen her die yet. So he's dragging her back and we know he's going to kill her. So the tension's there. There's no unloading.
I don't know if I agree. I think I look at it from the point of view where, like, the tension is he comes down and he's like, right, can you come check the room for me? And she does the whole bit, like she pretends somebody's in there to like give the wee boy a fright. That's when, to me, the suspense is building. And then she's trying to close the door, and that's, to me, is when it breaks.
That took it away from me. The other bit that took away from me were the 2 cops are discussing their sandwich.
Aye, it's a bit random.
Like, there's no need for it. And then the other bit that really annoyed me was Jamie Lee Curtis, Laurie's house is like the house for Resident Evil. Like big fucking locking doors and I don't want to see her like that. I don't want to see that character because I think that's a bit too far-fetched. It then goes on to the realms of Terminator 2 where she's went away and
she's a doomsday prepper.
Aye, she's a prepper. Aye. And I never ever seen her like this, and it takes away from that slasher thing because it's the same thing where she should have picked up the knife and shot him. She had a great opportunity to finish him so many times in that film with shotguns, multiple shotguns, and never chose to do it.
There's a weird bit as well where she's like, I've been praying he breaks out so that I can kill him. You're like, that's... Aye, I suppose.
And if this picks up after 1, so there was no 2, 3, 4, 5, there's none of that stuff, I think it's terrible. And I think the thing that really took it away from me as well was seeing Michael Myers without his mask, all that start. He looks like Dave Gilmore.
And he's just screaming.
Like, I don't know.
But you never get to see his face.
But it gives me too much.
I agree with that. I don't like seeing like old, like,
cracking
grey
mask,
hair.
Cracking mask.
The Mask is great.
I want him, like, if we're going for season, if we're going for one, and I know it's 40 years, you're saying, and I know he's going to age, but takes away from that mystique of him being this supernatural slasher.
Always in the shadows.
There's so many things annoyed me about it. Like, I'm watching it and I'm wanting to enjoy it because I remember enjoying it in the cinema. But because we've broke these last two films down, the previous ones, they've overshadowed this so much where I'm thinking, there's nothing original in this. The most original part, and we'll get to that when we pick out our scenes, is the floodlight scene. I think that's brilliant. Nothing else in that film's original. How'd you die? Fire. How'd you die in Halloween 2? He's setting fire.
Trapped.
There's nothing original. They follow the exact same.
Even shot in the cheek.
Aye. And then like the head stomp, we've seen them do that before. So all they've done is take all the films previously and went, we can literally make Halloween 2018 with everything that's already happened.
What I liked about the first one though was, did you see him? Did you not see him? Like you say, you never really seen him. He only kills a few people compared to the
Do you
other
think
two.
his movement was different? I felt he was almost faster as a 60-year-old man.
It should have been much. Like, it should have been hard work for him.
So I've got two favourite scenes. The single shot where he's going in and out of the. I like it and I dislike it. I like it because it's a cool scene to see him getting in the back door, stabbing, and doing all that kind of stuff and coming out front. But I think he's just too open. He's in the middle of Haddonfield, just moseying about, and nobody goes, why, that's a bit inappropriate.
Where he's done a bit of killing before.
Why, that's a bit inappropriate. That guy shouldn't be dressed like that.
I would argue though that like set in 2018 cunts would do shit like that. You still get people dressing up as like Nazis and shit like that, so somebody's going to try, or somebody would try and push the boundaries and be like, I'm going to dress up as the guy who killed 5 teenagers 40 years ago.
Maybe.
Do you know what I mean? Cunts would dress up as like Ted Bundy and stuff like that in the real world, so to me it's not that far-fetched.
Like, you're right,
I think people went to see it knowing what they were getting. It's not like they weren't going to watch it and go, oh, you did expect everything that happened. Nothing was shocking.
Yeah, we got all the same kind of scenes. We got the Bob scene with the ghost with the eye holes cut out. He fucking loves these cutting the eye holes. So we got that. We got the sort of like stabbed to the wall where the feet are dangling in the bathroom scene. The Rob Zombie style where he's walking into the bathroom rated as a female this time, but it's still the same.
Through the neck one.
There is nothing original about this film. And
I look at it though as like a greatest hits.
It is. You're right.
It, like for me, like I think it works. And keep in mind, this is like 40 years after the original. Everything's messy. Like, say you're like someone who's never watched anything in the Halloween franchise. This just makes things easy for you. Watch the original, and then you can watch this. And then if you're like, I like this, I want more of this, then you can start to dive into fucking Halloween 2 or all the shit with Busta Rhymes. You can then dive into that. But to me, this is a good like baseline for like, if you're a new fan, this is what to expect from this franchise. Or if you are an existing fan, this is the stuff we know you like. Here it is again 40 years later.
I get where you're coming from, but to reboot it and reboot it and reboot it again, Rob Zombie done a good job. You know what I think? The film needs to be left alone. I genuinely think it's been poked and prodded at far too many times, and we're going to do this and we're going to go to that. There was just so many things that I disliked about it. I wasn't impressed with it. I really wasn't impressed with it after watching, because the Rob Zombie one, I genuinely, like, I took a lot of flack online for this, but I genuinely enjoyed the Rob Zombie. I thought it was enough suspense. There was enough drama in it. There was enough bits of fun moments in it as well. I just felt that was like, oh, did you like that bit for Halloween 6? Here we go. I'll do it again. And then the guys who are actual fans of Halloween can go, oh, that's what he's did. He's done that.
So my son told me that Carpenter got involved in this because
he only done the score.
But it's because he was pissed off at all others.
Is he?
So he wanted this to be like a full stop.
Aye, there was
but
like,
then it wasn't a full stop, was it? Because he made another 2, am I correct?
Aye.
Halloween ends.
Halloween kills and Halloween ends.
He's still alive at the end. Yeah, that one.
Not in Halloween ends, he's not.
That one though.
Aye, this one.
This one.
Aye. And obviously, like,
There's a bit after, so we see him burning, right? There's a bit after the credits where you hear him breathing. And that's obviously like, oh, he's fucking alive, right?
He's made it again. I'd never thought of that 60-year-old man part. Like he's...
And think about how Pedro moves. Well, would my dad, who's what, 63?
65.
He's not moving about like Mikey.
He can't even walk down the stairs.
Aye. And he's not picking up a young whippersnapper with the
wee black guy could have killed him, really.
Aye.
He could have killed my dad.
No.
But you're right, my dad's 63, he's got too fucking easy. Hobbles about everywhere.
And Michael Myers 100% is not looked after himself in jail. Like, he just stands about.
The food's not been good either, eh?
How's he eating that mask?
To me, though, like, see when he gets the mask back and he puts the mask back on.
Do you like that bit? That scene?
All of that, to me, is kind of, right, he's not the old man anymore that you think he is. To me, that's like, right, that's just Michael Myers again.
I didn't like that scene either. I thought it gave me too much.
I loved that one, that scene.
It was like a Michael Bay moment where like he puts it down and it's all framed and it's just him standing. I need less of him. I want less of Michael Myers.
The mask can't be an alter ego either. Like he's that guy all the time.
Puts it on, becomes like Batman.
But then my issue with that is like that was in the Rob Zombie one as well, where the mask was a big deal and he pulls the mask back down to kill the booty.
Wasn't he 60 years, but he wasn't a 6-year-old man now.
And he wore them when he was a wee boy. It was kind of tied in better.
Aye.
I see your point with the Sarah Connor thing.
Why does he?
As well.
Why does he? So answer me this: what is his whole motive for going back to Haddonfield?
There doesn't need to be one,
right? So what's his motive with Laurie?
Again, like it doesn't need to be explained. It's the same as like the original. It doesn't need to be explained.
Right.
It's more kind of her going after him, I feel.
But how does he end up in her house, which is not in the street? It's not in the main part of. She kind of stays out in the middle of nowhere, where there's trees all around about her.
Deep here, eh?
Because it annoyed me.
What do you mean? How does he end up there?
How does he end up there?
The doctor brings him.
The doctor brings him, but he doesn't bring him all the way there.
So he's like on the road.
So then he's like, what am I going to do? Oh, there's a forest. I'll go through the forest, or I'll...
No, he just drives up the road. He drives the police car up the road.
That's whose house it is. Why would he not drive back to Haddonfield and just start wrecking the town?
Well, I don't know. I don't think you can start picking apart that, because then you could be like, in the original, how did they know how to drive to Haddonfield from the hospital?
And get petrol.
It's exactly. This is like stuff that we enjoyed in the original.
Aye. But I'm just in too much.
I think
you're upset.
Yeah.
It's bummed me.
What I liked about it is like they really do a good job of building Haddonfield. And it's like it feels like these people all have lives and they've been living there for 40 years trying to deal with what's happened. Like Alison's boyfriend is the son of one of the bullies for the original film. And I like how it all ties in, and it's, I don't know, it just feels like an actual, like it could be like a real town, like the way the people behave and the way they interact with each other.
Right.
Do you think it's just a film you would go and see for a laugh with your pals?
I don't even want to watch the other two.
Like it's no, you wouldn't be like, oh, can't wait for this to come out. It's no like I don't know. See when a big film's coming out, you're excited for it. Is
this just a Halloween film where it's like, it's Halloween?
It's Halloween and I go to the pictures. I'll go and watch it.
You're a big horror guy. Are you a big horror guy?
Not massively, no, but...
I think that may be what it is. We're no horror guys. We're no massive horror guys. We love the original, and I'm glad you made me, or not, I'm glad you suggested we watch Rob Zombie, because it's a bit of a masterpiece, but it just never...
Leaned too much on the first one.
It just never had it for me. And the thing that keeps as I'm watching it, the thing that keeps clicking in my head, nothing's original. And that annoyed me a wee bit. And I hated her house. Her house was terrible.
I do agree that it got too actiony.
Pisses me off as well. Where he falls down the wee trapdoor.
Yep.
Right.
I think though, just to watch it, like you could just chill out and watch it and just be like, it was all right. Like you say, there was nothing original. Nothing's taking you by surprise. Everything that's happens, you go, all right, I bet that's about to happen. It's good enough.
It sounds like you had fun watching it.
Aye, like I was just like, well, that was something to do.
Scenes? What's your favourite scene?
I've got a few. I did like the gas station scene.
With the teeth?
Where the two, like, the true crime fucking podcasters are going.
Not required either.
Aye, and they proper talk like fucking YouTubers.
No, I like it because, like, this world that we live in, this society is obsessed with true crime. I think you're the true crime podcaster is. And if Michael Myers was a real thing that happened, true crime podcasters would be all over it, like non-stop. So to me, it would absolutely happen.
Right.
People would want to look into it, and people would be obsessed with Michael Myers. So I'm fine with those characters.
I've got 2 issues with them. One, they were antagonising him in a fucking mental asylum. Antagonising him, and I know the doctor turns out to be a bit of a shyster, but there's other people there, man. Surely somebody's like, hey,
go and annoy someone else.
Go and fucking get that mask away. Like, what are you up to? Also, the guy had the mask. The guy called in a favour to get the mask. Of evidence, an actual piece of evidence for a murder investigation. You've got it? Fucking come on.
I feel like you're nitpicking a little here.
Well, I liked the scene where the wee boy shot the guy by accident in the bus.
That was funny.
I was like, oh, that was quite funny. Just shotguns on me. And I was like, But
do you think the writers done a good job? Or should they just stick to comedy? Because like the stuff
they had an easy job.
The writers, like Danny McBride and David Gordon Green in it, the Righteous Gemstones, because I dived into them. I like Danny McBride. I like Eastbound and Down. I think it's brilliant, and they had written that as well. They've written Vice Principals. They've written another few things. Stay in your lane, man.
I don't know. I just don't agree. I think the way like horrors are now, like see, even if you go back to fucking Scream in 1996, there's so much comedy in it, and I think it's just a part of like the way the genre is now. Like even the original film, as you say, has got a wee bit of it. And either maybe more in this, but I think it's just a part of the genre.
Where do you rate this in Halloween movies?
I'd watch this over the Rob Zombie one.
Would you?
100% aye.
I thought the Rob Zombie one was better.
Aye.
Like, it was all right. It wasn't a bad film.
What are the next two like? Ends and fucking begins or ends?
Kills and the ends are awful.
Aye.
So,
and is it still the same writers?
Aye. So Kills, it picks up immediately where the one that you watched.
The house is on fire.
The house is on fire, and then they're driving away in the car. The way that film starts is a fire engine comes down, puts the fire out. Michael walks out the house,
obviously,
and like kills like
everybody.
Like kills like 8 firemen and let one go. Like goes on like an actual fucking Judge Dredd rampage, and it just very very slowly starts to get like more and more off the rails. And then are you going to watch it? Like either through. So
you know what? I will watch it. So in case MD is going to watch it,
Halloween ends. Like the third one, like the actual definitive end to it is just like Michael's like living in the sewers.
Obviously.
And then like there's a kind of outcast incel type boy who finds him and kind of, I don't even know how to describe it, like he is like imbued with the spirit of Michael Myers, like, overpowers him and stuff like that, takes the mask off him, and it does become really really shit.
And then there's a
so they two are shit, but I did like this one. So what were your favourite scenes?
I do like that one shot. Seeing he's going in and out the houses, he's in the back and he stabs on the face. Brilliant. And I like the fact that he just mashes people's face against stuff, like just bump.
Bounces or head off.
Rather than tries to kill them. I like him when he's getting into places, picking up the weapons. That scene itself is very, very good. I enjoy that. And I enjoy the searchlight, you know, when he's in the wee fat guy that tries to sleep with the niece, the granddaughter.
I thought I was getting signs, that guy. I thought she was giving me signs.
And he's kind of stuck there, and Michael Myers in the background. I think that whole scene's brilliant. We see the shadow. You can't really pick him out, but you know there's that white mask. And then the light comes on. He thinks it's a neighbour. The light goes off, and he's changed position. Obviously knows how to have, I'm no nitpicking, obviously knows how to evade spotlights, like motion sensors. Obviously, he's Michael Myers. He can do what the fuck he wants. And then he then follows him and then pulls him down onto the thing, and the wee guy's skewered.
Do you think we've not got enough like famous murderers in films.
What do you mean?
Because it's like all these, it's just one main character and like, let's build it around him. So Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees. Why does it always have to be like such a small repertoire? Like, why do they have to go, well, if you put it around Michael Myers, it'll be good?
Mm-hmm.
Why? Like you said with the Rob Zombie one.
Make it a different guy.
It would have been good. It would have been better if it just wasn't even Michael Myers.
I did look at the body count in this one.
18, I'm sure.
18, 22 for the Rob Zombie, and was it 5 for the
original?
I'm just going to confirm that. I'm sure it was.
What's your favourite scene, Ross?
The wee boy.
18, 22 and 7. So the body count's up there.
Mm-hmm.
Good 18, that's a good number.
That gives me enough.
Right.
No, I think specifically, I keep saying this one, but that's probably what would happen with a kid who was scared. Like in a situation like that, I was like, at least there is something that, like I say, I thought the film was kind of a bit of a laugh. So like you said, there was too much comedy in it, probably. But a wee boy scared, Dad.
So see if you go back.
He would just get a fright and fire.
30 seconds before that. Whereas the dad's like, I want to spend more time. And he's like, I just want to dance.
And he gets his leg grabbed as well. And so he's obviously going to be frightened. So I just think, it's likely to be what would happen.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I get what you mean. The main I think about it, I just thought, son, like, I wasn't wanting to watch it and pull it to bits.
I didn't want to do that, but it seems
It sounds like you.
That's what I've done.
It sounds like
annoyed with it.
So you like the thing you seen as well, that one take scene?
Aye.
It's a bit reminiscent of the original,
I like the way it comes down, you see the reflection of the mask, but then the camera just stays there, looking in the window, and you get to see Michael walking up the side of the house, you see the shadow of the spell, and then you see him come in. I think that is great. Like that bit is such a great watch. And he spares the baby.
Aye, which is a bit weird. I know they don't want to see him killing babies. Do you know the interesting fact about that? It was Jamie Lee Curtis that did that baby's cry.
I've got that for your
trivia. Sorry if I wasted it. So it's her that's doing that cry. I want to see Michael just grab it, wring its neck, and away he goes, you know?
Did you think that the baby was going to die?
Aye, because
if it was Rob Zombie,
really be doing it.
If it was Rob Zombie, yes.
But he doesn't kill the baby in the Rob Zombie one.
I know he obviously.
He's got a baby sister that he leaves alive.
So maybe.
So I saw you've written there, it's taboo for children to be killed in horror.
It kind of is. It's more common now, and then like Terrifier 3 came out last year or this year? No, last year, and he absolutely fucking brutalises some Waynes. So it is kind of more common, but it's still like, and if it does happen, it doesn't really happen on screen.
On screen, it's always off camera.
Aye, so I do like that he killed the wee boy in the breakout scene.
And that's that thing, it's like that protection thing of your kids. You're like, that's the worst thing that can ever happen to a parent. And I think that's why it's a bit taboo.
I think that's what him as the killer. He's just a child killer with no motive. That's what makes him so like. Why is he doing this? Let's study him, get him in the. Do you know what I mean? Right at the beginning of the very first one, like, why is this wee boy killed his sister?
See if he was just a babysitter killer. I'm cool with that. He doesn't care who's killing, but he's got rules about killing Waynes. Like that woman's just talking on the phone. She gets a fucking knife to the face. The guy's teeth get pulled out, and
that bit, that's great. See when you like it just pans and you see his body lying with the jaw like ripped apart.
Aye.
I like that.
I thought it was alright. I think you're being quite hard on it, eh?
Maybe I am.
Aye, you are.
Any other parts that you like were like, this is an absolute cracker of a scene?
I do like that. Like another thing about the breakout scene is like watching the film for the first time. You're like, right, well, obviously that's going to happen because we've got a film to make. Yep. So Michael Myers escapes. But see, when you rewatch it and you know Dr. Sartain is a bastard and has orchestrated that, I don't know, it just adds a little something like the next time you watch it, I think.
So I remember, so I've only seen that, this is the second time I've watched this. I watched it originally in the cinema and thought it was brilliant. I never seen the twist coming. See, when I watched it this time, I was like, I'm sure there's something with the doctor, but I couldn't remember exactly what it was. And then, obviously, the doctor with the mask, and when she's trapped in the back, crank scene as well.
That's a great scene when she's stuck in the back of the police car with him.
And she puts her hand down and the mask's gone.
But like you say, you know he's breaking out.
And then he chooses to kill the doctor first, rather than the teenage girl.
Aye, because the doctor's been fucking about with his mask.
But he's got the mask in the back because he's put it on and he just starts fucking kicking the seat and then smashes him into it.
Is that the motive? He's been touching his mask.
You don't touch my
The
mask.
mask's off limits.
I need it back.
Right. I did like the tape recording that Laurie's listening to of Loomis, where he's like that, I just execute this guy and immediately incinerate the body. He's like, there's no good in keeping evil alive. It needs to die. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a nice wee thing because Donald Pleasance was dead
Nice wee kick
when
back,
the thing made this. So that's nice to feature him in some way.
There was quite a lot of stuff like that throughout the film, and I'm assuming you've got it in your facts as well, where it was we've got the scene where the niece, what's her name?
Alison.
Alison.
Why'd you keep saying niece?
Is it not her granddaughter?
Aye.
Sorry, she's in the classroom, sitting in the same kind of seat. She looks out the window. It's almost.
Laurie.
And we're expecting to see Michael, and it's Laurie.
And then in like the ending as well, when she's disappears through the window, or like after being thrown out the window and she's not there after Michael looks again.
Nice wee.
I like stuff like that. And then on like the Halloween night as well, there are kids wearing the Season of the Witch masks.
Mm-hmm.
But I like all that.
I like to
like
that
just
kind of
nice
stuff.
wee nods to the whole franchise.
Another scene I like to see when she sees him in the mirror. You don't realise it's a mirror yet. And she gets a gun and she shoots an absolute winner of a shot and it smashes the mirror. I thought it was a brilliant scene. Out in the garden. Thought it was cool.
Punchlines.
I did like that Dave the Stoner.
Aye. I thought he was great.
Especially with, like
the
you say,
motorbike.
only killed 5 people with a knife because it's a pure mass shooting place, eh?
Aye, well,
No big deal.
That's how I looked at it, like for that lens as well, where he's like, that, right, he only killed 5 people, it's no big deal. But I also look at that as in like a sort of meta joke at the movie itself, where he's saying, right, the original wasn't that scary. They only killed 5 people, there wasn't a lot of blood. So it's, to me, like that kind of works on 2 levels for me. So I like that one.
Breaking that fourth wall kind of thing.
Aye. What about you, Paul?
I like to see like the mayor, the black mayor with the cowboy hat. And he comes in and I can't remember the exact line, but he's talking with the sheriff about Halloween, and I can't remember the exact line. It just reminds me of the black guy from Rob Zombies. And I'd love them too, just to be like to put him in this. Just there was the need for the sheriff, the mayor, whatever he was, to be there. And I thought, what was the line? It was about Halloween.
But like Michael Myers has escaped on Halloween night. It's going to be a shit show, that kind of thing.
And it almost reminded me of like Jaws. You remember when they won, like, we can't shut the beach. We can't shut the beach because
on
it's
4th of July weekend.
We're going to lose out on so much money, and the people had the same sort of mirror of that, where it's like we can't cancel Halloween.
I liked so they're in bed. I can't remember the lassie's name now. The wee black boy is probably just taking a dump, because you think if you're in bed with your missus, you don't. Come and check for me, like you said. No, she hears something moving around, and she says he's probably just up taking a dump. I like that bit, because
I think the whole scene with that wee boy Julian was great. That actor's hilarious for just being a wee boy. Everything he says is funny.
What's he about himself? What else has he been in?
I'm not sure.
No, it was a good scene, but that one, oh shit, and he runs away.
Like, and then he's like, "Don't go up there, Dave. You're going to get killed."
He just runs past him. Cracking scene.
He was a good wee character,
but it does like it's funny.
It does comedy it up though, and you can tell he is specifically there to be a bit stereotypical and funny.
Oh shit, you fuck.
And then he's like, "If I had a better babysitter, I wouldn't be sitting here clipping my nasty ass toenails."
That's funny as well.
Aye.
And then
demote somebody 10 on the babysitting list or something.
Because she's like, you bring the Alakazam, talking about the weed. He's like, I know you're talking about smoking weed.
She's threatening.
And he's like, I'm going to tell your mum. And then she's like, well, I'll tell you about your browser history.
He's a good character.
And you said it for your favourite scene, I think. See when Oscar's drunk, and he's like talking to Michael after he's like tried to kiss Alison, he's been rejected. And he's just like, I messed up tonight. Have you ever really liked a girl and you couldn't have her? Again, to me, that's just more sort of clever writing, being like, Michael wants to kill Laurie and he can't get to her. Like, it sort of works on 2 levels.
She gave him the signals.
Did she?
No.
He's a wee fat sausage. He deserves it. Try to sideswipe his mate. That's unwritten rules, man.
It's bad.
He's like, I'll take you home a shortcut. That's not a shortcut.
I'll make sure you get up the road all right.
The big fucking spikes. Come on, man. That for me was a cracking scene.
Aye, I enjoyed that one.
That's probably the only original thing in that whole movie, which I was like, I've never seen that before. That is actually a really good concept, where it's like that sort of black and he's a wee bit scared, and then when the light comes on, we know it's coming. We've seen it happen in other movies, but not Halloween.
Right, what character can make for the best MMA fighter? I think this is an obvious answer.
It's Jamie Lee Curtis. Has to be.
No, it's her daughter, Karen. Judy Greer.
I didn't like her.
Why?
I don't know. It just felt like she was like, see that last scene where she like boom slams it shut and then it closes and then she's like gotcha. I was like, oh fuck off, man. What is this?
And she's been forced into training. She doesn't
Well, that's the thing as well. That's why I think she would make for the best, because like she even says that I was taught how to use a gun since I was a child. I was taught how to fight since I was a child. She's bred for this. Laurie can be our coach.
I think I hate this more film even more than when I'm talking about it, when I'm actually vocalising it. I think I hate it.
Oh, Michael Myers.
Just busting ass with 2 fingers because he'd been blown off in the window.
You get anyone else, Ross?
Not really, mate. Like you said, see the minute I think about it as well.
What about the stoner?
Who could he fight?
I mean, he could be easily a jits guy. He could be like a proper jits guy.
A lot of jits guys are like that.
He's just smoking, ripping a couple of darts. He's fucking throwing up some heel hooks.
Probably. I don't know. Like, there's no... The minute I think about it now, the film is more and more just kind of a laugh, eh? There isn't really... Aye, now you've framed it like that.
I hope I've not wasted the films for you guys. Definitely not wasted it for you. You're like...
I don't think anyone's going to be
Laurie's daughter, though, because she doesn't want to do it. She's like forced.
Aye, but she's got it in her.
Laurie's... I thought she was going to be pretty tasty when she was scuffling with Mikey.
She's past her prime now. Father Time's caught up to her.
But then Mikey's 60 as well.
Aye, but he's got like the evil spirit in him.
Aye. One-handed. Is he only got one hand? Has he only got like a couple of fingers in the next film?
I don't remember. I don't think it's like
grew back.
A thing that really matters.
Aye, there you go. Thought I lost him.
Recasting can't really do it because it was only made like 7 years ago. I did find that the role of Alison was highly sought after. A lot of big names did look for it, like Emma Roberts. She's in majority of the American Horror Stories. So this is sort of in her wheelhouse. But they did decide to sort of stick with the original formula and just cast a unknown actress. Which, it works.
Did you like the teens in this film? As much as you liked the original teens?
I thought they were more realistic,
I felt the opposite.
I think, why?
I felt they rushed everybody's sort of backstory.
All the teens in this film are like American Pie teens. That's what I thought. They're not like teenagers today. I didn't feel they were.
I don't know what teenagers today are like, so I'm like, they were definitely more fleshed out, and I think they had a wee bit more about them, but I still like the original cast.
I don't know. You're telling me that like a guy's just been caught cheating on his missus, and then the guy's drunk best pal isn't going to fucking try and put the moves on her?
I just see watching them, the way they spoke, the way they behaved, like the way they interacted with each other. I was just like, no, that's no.
Maybe that's how like American teenagers are though. We don't know.
You're true. Right.
Like our only
as movies.
No, our only knowledge of American teenagers is movies and TV shows.
So if you think of the first Halloween, the teens aren't like that. They're much more natural, I think.
I don't know. It's a completely different time though. It's in the 70s where they would just be. I'm still
comparing this to this like the OG, aren't we? And it's always going to get compared to that.
The teens were definitely no like.
I didn't like when I was watching it, I couldn't care if anyone died.
Aye.
But you didn't care if any of the original died?
I did.
Why?
I don't know. I felt
some of them were
I knew they were going to die. We got to see some titty and we got to see a little bit of sex. No sex in this, no titties in this.
You get a little dry humping.
Aye, she's like, I'm going to dry hump the shit out of you.
I'm going to dry hump. Aye, like who the fuck talks like that?
Yeah, you definitely get that dry, girl.
Aye, if that's how American teens are, thank fuck we're here.
Right, well, we'll do some trivia. It seems like you want to get this fucking episode over as quick as possible.
It's not that I hated it that much. I gave it 2 stars on my my letterbox. I didn't even bother writing a review because I was just going to write but I expected more, and I remember it being more when I watched it originally. I think I went in wanting too much for it. I think I wanted it to clear up everything.
Well, it was a big film.
Well, what do you mean clear up everything? What did you want from it?
That's what John Carpenter wanted.
Like, how can you make like a sequel to Halloween 40 years later?
Do you know what I'd like them to do? I'll tell you how you do it. You take the Stranger Things format, and that's how you do it.
What do you mean?
You make it this, like, that time, because remember the original Carpenter, Michael Myers is never caught. We don't catch Michael Myers at the end of one. He just disappears.
They touch on that in the sequel as well, in Halloween's Kills. There's like a flashback, and it's filmed like immediately after the
So it's like he disappears and then they catch him?
They catch him like straight away, aye. Like there is a flashback to it that explains that.
Aye. See if you have like a wee group of kids in the 80s, like Stranger Things. Obviously, Stranger Things would not be happy, but you have it that kind of sort of, the wee geeky guys are like, they've seen Michael Myers in the street.
Would though then you just be sitting here saying this isn't original, it's just ripped off Stranger Things, if that's the movie that was made?
If we'd made it in 2018, or when it was before Stranger, obviously we can't just rip off Stranger Things, but that sort of, do you see how well Stranger Things has smashed it with that 80s nostalgia? The wee group of kids.
I don't know. I think for like a sequel, like a direct sequel 40 years later, I don't think there's much more that you can do.
There was no reason why they made it 40 years later. They didn't have to make it 40 years later.
This film tried to lean on the nostalgia and didn't catch it.
They could easily have made it in the 70s, the 80s. They easily could have done that, and they could have picked any. There's no reason.
But that's been done. That's Halloween 2. You're just making the same film again, though.
But better. I want it. I don't know what I wanted. I genuinely don't know what I wanted for this film. I'm not sure what I wanted for it. I didn't remember it properly, but I just wanted a nice wee bow tied at the end of it, and like Michael Myers is more human. Because I remember saying that at the time. I was like, oh, Michael Myers appears in this film more human. Losing the fingers, getting shot, like getting knocked over.
And you kind of see Miriam as well.
Aye, you see him like an actual normal person. Mm-hmm. Whereas previously I've seen him like a supernatural shape. I don't know. I'm just hating on it, I'm sorry.
Right, trivia. Yeah, you've already sort of touched on it.
I've seen this one as well.
The baby, that's Jamie Lee Curtis doing the crying for it. The second and only other one I had, Alison's teacher in the classroom. She's played by PJ Souls, who was Linda in the original. Linda is...
The blonde-haired girl was with Bob in.
Aye, she's Bob's girlfriend.
Yep.
She was a boot.
And I had read something on, I think it was IMDb. So what Laurie is learning about and what Alison is learning about is the same thing. The teacher's talking about the same thing. I had, let me just check my notes because I definitely think I had another couple here. Did you see the thing about Jake Gyllenhaal was the reason that Jamie Lee Curtis came back to it? Jamie Lee Curtis she kind of had her fill of being Laurie, and Jake Gyllenhaal was one of the people who got her to
talked her into it.
Just kind of cool.
My son's a big fan of this film. He likes it.
Do you think it's more geared towards a modern, not his age, a modern audience?
I don't know, because people our age aren't, like people your age are going to be like, aye, it's much more relatable to you than to like me and Paul.
I've got two things here. One was John Carpenter wrote, obviously, Halloween 2, where he made that connection to Laurie being his Michael Myers' sister. And they obviously pick it up in this film, don't they? Where
so Dave says...
Alison that.
Dave's talking to Alison and he's like, oh, was it not his sister? And she says, no, that's just like a rumour that like the townspeople made up to try and cope with it, which I enjoy because it's like the townspeople debunking all the stuff. So it does two things in one. It kills two birds with one stone, where it clears up like, no, none of that happened. And it also, to me, is kind of like realistic in the sense that like, the townspeople who lived in Haddonfield and someday did just randomly murder 5 teenagers, they would try and find a motive.
Mm-hmm.
So they would be like, oh, it must be his sister. And he was trying to get to her. Like, it works for me that way as well, where it's kind of realistic, where they don't want to come to terms with the fact where they did just murder 5 people for the sake of it.
Who was murdered folk and then became an actual serial killer. The only other thing I had was the ending was reshot. Did you see this? The original ending didn't test well.
And they had to go and date in June or something, eh?
So what the original ending was, the mum, daughter or granddaughter set about Michael Myers out in the front lawn, where all the floodlights are on, and it's just them kicking the shit out of him.
Till he's dead.
Till he's dead. And then they walk away, and then he sits up, and everybody's like,
jumps up and chases him.
Come on, man. You don't have to do better than that. That was another thing that annoyed me. Like, she should have just blammoed a couple of shots into him when he was in that hole.
Like, but I guess
women have not got in them. Oh.
Well, that's not what I was going to say. I was just going to say that you could probably say that about most horrors.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like, you've got fucking Ghostface lying when you think he's dead.
But her whole life is being geared around killing him.
Right, okay.
And she's went, we've trapped him, we're going to set him on fire.
Aye.
Well, nobody's tried this before, because this is obviously, there's no 2, that doesn't happen.
But what I will say to that is, like, in her head, I suppose that would have worked if the fire engine didn't come and put the fire out.
Yep, you're right. I think I'm going to watch the next one just to see what
they get progressively worse. Ends is the worst one for me. It's awful.
Just silly.
It's just
bad.
not faithful to like the character at all, and they don't understand what makes.
Do you know what was the worst part of this film? See when he flies. He does it, flies away. Looks like that. No.
Right. Who won? And it's not Paul.
Let's say John Carpenter
He
again.
made a lot of money.
John Carpenter won, because all that does is cements him as the greatest Halloween writer. Nobody else wins in that film, I don't think. I don't think any of the actors win on it. I don't think they go on, like, even if I've never seen the sequels, so even if they go on and do the sequels and they're shit, it doesn't do anything for them. Danny McBride and Green don't win because they have to write these next 3 films, and they obviously don't smash out the box office or do a good job of the franchise. So the only person for me that wins this whole film is John Carpenter, because his legacy just gets cemented in being, I'm the guy who done the original, and I done it in a shoestring budget. All you guys have got all the money, all the equipment, and you can't produce what I produced.
10 million for that one, eh?
Is that what it made?
No, that's
it was a budget.
I think
they made 259 million at the box office.
So it was obviously, but
the highest grossing slasher ever.
Is it?
I don't know about that. I don't know if that's true. I didn't look into it. But
wouldn't be the first thing I'd made up.
Who do you think wins?
I think the Halloween franchise won. You're introducing it to a new audience. Mm-hmm. You're modernising it, updating it, and I think it succeeds in that.
It's definitely geared towards younger people.
The Mask also wins, I think. I think one of the best masks.
I think so too. It's exactly how it
would have aged.
It would have aged 40 years later, aye.
Look at it.
Like after being fucked up and...
Except Michael, didn't he?
Aye.
He just went grey.
I like his wee haircut. He does look like Dave Gilmour for Pink Floyd. Go and pull up Dave Gilmour for me. I can't see Michael Myers looking anything other than Dave Gilmour.
He does it, mate.
So see, when I'm watching this old guy, I'm just thinking of Dave Gilmour. Like,
I don't think he's killing anybody.
Mm-hmm.
It reminds me of your dad a wee bit.
My dad, I had the same as well. Like that sort of like greying at the back.
The white eye.
That was kind of like, see when you did see that and you seen there was like the kind of marks all over his neck and face and all that kind of stuff, like kind of these kind of nods to what's happened in the previous film. I didn't. There was some half decent things that happened in the movie.
You could have a laugh watching it.
It wasn't all doom and gloom.
Right. Judges scorecards. 79% critic score, 72% audience score.
I would say that's about right.
Close.
Mm-hmm. I'd say that's about right.
I think I would dock points for like it being too actiony at points, like the rolling shutters to like lock down the doors and stuff like that.
Too many guns.
Aye, I'll agree with that. Aye, but there would be, I suppose.
Gotcha.
Why? Because just America.
Scaramanga.
And like, if she's like geared her whole life towards killing him, she's like, right, I'm going to stab this guy to death. I'll have a knife fight with him. She would have a shitload of guns and be like, I'm just going to fucking blammo him.
I don't know. I can't see how. I know I'm picking the story again. I just can't see how she would go for that to being this doomsday prepper. I don't get it. Unless we look at other Halloweens and that's what's forced her to be like this.
I don't think
rather than her just being like, you know what, he's coming back. He's coming back.
It's like trauma. Like, she's the only one who's survived. All her friends were murdered by this guy. She doesn't know why.
Wants revenge.
You don't know how it's going to affect people. And she would just gear her life towards like, this can never happen again. And I'll make sure it never happens again. I'll do everything I can to make sure it never happens again.
Wasting my life and my
I'd have believed it more if it was a man than a woman. Seems unlikely for a woman to do that, eh? Who knows?
I disliked the bit with the guns as well when she's cleaned them all. Come on, man.
Right, well, that's going to do it for Halloween.
Paul hated it.
Aye, very, very clearly.
I thought it was alright.
I think definitely a 2-star film. I'm going to go home and watch Halloween 2. I'm going to go home and watch Halloween 2 and compare the two of them. And then I'll maybe watch Ends and Lives. Aye. If you find yourself at a loose end this weekend, that is the Halloween this Friday. So why not?
Friday the 13th.
Is it?
No, it's the 31st.
31st. I was like, what is it? Why not spend your weekend watching the original Halloween and working your way through these? I have enjoyed watching them. I genuinely have enjoyed watching them. I forgot how good a good horror was. So thanks for introducing us to the Rob Zombie. And I go and check it out. And if I'm right or if I'm wrong or if I massively missed the point, then put in the comments, tell me I'm talking shit.
It's all right. Give you something today.
On that note, keep it high.
Cheerio.